Your ways provoke me, violent take by force. Your heart disarms me, your heart disarms me.
How's it going, amazing, beautiful people? Joshua August here. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, please subscribe. I do weekly encouragement, music, comedy, all kinds of fun things. And if you've been with me a while, thank you so much. I couldn't do this without you. It's so much fun. I have a lot to talk about today, so please watch this whole video. There is something for everybody. So right out of the gate, I heard yesterday and today, hang in there, the doors are going to open, okay? A lot of times God will test us, right before those doors open. You've heard it time and time again. It's always hardest right before that. But God's timing is supreme, and we want to make sure our character and everything that's inside of us is in check, okay? And also be very careful you don't fall back into old habits, old ways, or even just the quote-unquote easy way, the comfortable way. Keep hitting that wall, keep hitting that wall. It's easy to go down those paths of eating junk food or bad behavior or sin because it's comfortable and it makes this feel good, but we don't want that. Also, some awesome confirmations have happened recently. I released a word in March 2020 about going higher, and then the song the following month, and I pretty much sang it every other week. But there was a really cool confirmation on the Elijah list yesterday from Hank Kuhneman, I believe, about going higher. And especially if you're a prophetic person, that's where we're supposed to head. But I just want to build some credibility with y'all more and more, and it's just a really cool confirmation. So let's go higher, baby. Come on.
Sooner than later, I will not cater. You're taking us higher, you're taking us there.
This is kind of more of an observation than prophetic almost this past week, but I've been saying it with God's army rising up and things like that. But it's time for the next generation to be emboldened and to step forward. I'm seeing a lot of people move out of their comfort zones and expansion coming, especially to this new generation. And guys, there's something really interesting. Back in the day, or even now, some hunters would take a simple red ribbon or red tape and they would sanction off a piece of the forest, and there'd be a tiger in there, there'd be a deer in there, or something like that. And those animals would be afraid to cross this simple, almost invisible barrier they could easily break through. But God's removed that from this generation's eyes. And a lot of it, I think, is mental and timing. I don't think it's like completely fear, although it is to an extent. But God is breaking those mindsets and moving those mountains. And even if you're an older person or whatever, and your time is now, your time is now. So jump on board with this. But it's time for the next generation to make a stand, to get out there. And don't even worry about if you're like previous generations or anything like that. You're going to be you. You're going to be unique. You're not going to be like them. And just like in The Lion King, what they taught us, like Mufasa to Simba, it lives inside of us, but it's okay to be you. Okay, so it's been cray-cray with what's been going on with the election and politics. I don't want to beat a dead horse, and frankly, I'm pretty sick of it, but I have some cool things to share. I've been reading Joshua, which ironically, his name means Yeshua, to save, to deliver, just like Jesus. And what's going on really reminds me of the Battle of Ai. If you read in Joshua, God instructed Joshua to set up an ambush behind the city of Ai, and then he sent 5,000 men to attack the front of it, basically. So all the soldiers of Ai came out, and they attacked those 5,000 people, but there was 30,000 people waiting behind the city. And they came, and they surrounded the army, and they defeated them, decimated the city, and that just really reminds me of what's going on with the election. But I had a really cool vision of Trump, and I've been saying this since 2018. You can go back and look at the video. It's in the description about the economy and the stock market going up and the wealth transfer. All these crazy things have been happening, but God just keeps saying wealth transfer to me. Even a few months ago, maybe 4 or 5 months ago, I said phase 2. But I just saw Trump glowing in gold color. He was one and the same with God, and often when God appears to me in dreams and things like that, he'll appear as leaders and things like that. But I just saw Trump in God's heart that he wanted to give money to you, to the American people, to the economy, and not to be prosperity gospel or anything like that, but you all need to remember King Solomon and what it was like to have a godly king on the throne of Israel. And just so you know, Solomon was estimated to be a trillionaire. That's right, a trillionaire. So anyways, that includes stimuluses, that includes economy, that includes the stock market. I've been saying this all along. My videos are in the description. Just want to confirm good things are to come. And as I was reading Joshua, it's in verse 10:25. But he's constantly telling Joshua not to fear. As I'm reading the book, so it must have hit him quite a lot. He's human, you know? It hits us quite a lot. We need reminded and encouraged every day, according to Hebrews 3:13. But it says, don't fear, and I will fight for you. The Lord will fight for you. And let's not forget, there were giants in the land. There were cities in the land. There was occupancy in the land, just like what we're going through right now in America. But that doesn't mean we don't stop. That doesn't mean we don't fight. That doesn't mean God doesn't give us strategies. He does, but he promises us the victory. Amen? Speaking of good things to come, I want to talk about the best is yet to come. And I never really mentioned it, and that saying kind of exploded in politics and social media and went everywhere. But I really believe that actually started on this channel in October 2018. I did a word, it's in the last 20 seconds of my video, and God just said the best is yet to come. And I found out it was said years and years ago by Billy Graham and even Frank Sinatra before him in the 60s. But it's actually mentioned in the Bible. And God was speaking to me about this today. And it's the very first miracle that Jesus did. What did he do? He turned the water into wine. He saved the best wine for last. And we have not experienced that on earth. It is yet to come. And it's so kingdom. It's so dope. It's so God to do it like that. But the best wine, the best is yet to come. And it's going to be awesome. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Like I said, there's lots of cool encouragement, music. Please subscribe for weekly videos. I appreciate y'all. Hang in there. The doors are coming. Ask God to search your heart. And part of it's timing, but those doors will open to you. Be blessed.
Waiting for you there, coming alive in my prayers. Waiting for you there.